Welcome to City Roundup, brought to you by the City of Pensacola, with your host, Saida Rosa. City Roundup is your one-stop shop for everything having to do with the City of Pensacola. And now, Saida.
Hello, and thank you for joining us for City Roundup. I'm your host, Saida Rosa, with the City of Pensacola. We like to start our show off with a message from Mayor Grover Robinson. He recently had a workday with our Public Works Department where he learned to clean stormwater vaults, repair sidewalks, and talk with employees. He spoke with reporters during his weekly press conference about the workday.
Then I did have the opportunity to clean out a storm gutter, and it was amazing. We went to a vault, and we looked at the vault. The good news was there was nothing in the vault, but that caused us to say, boy, we might have a problem up the way. And sure enough, we had a whole vault base that was just full of oak leaves. Apparently somebody let a log go down into the storm vault, and then somebody else's trash lid got in there. And so once we got down there and got those out, we had to take a pressure washer and just move down all the leaves, but we got that done.
If you're on social media, make sure to follow Mayor Robinson. Just search Pensacola Mayor on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Progress is being made on the site of the former Blount School. Some people are already able to call the Garden District Cottages home. Hosts Tonya, Vaden, and John Scanlon visit the site to show us an update. They also talked to us about Pensacola making Verizon's list of the best cities to start a small business and let us know about some upcoming events for seniors. Those topics and more coming up right now on our news show.
Welcome back to another episode of our City News Show. I'm your host, Tonya Vaden.
And I'm John Scanlon, and we are on location at the Garden District Cottages. This is the site of the former Blount School. Looks a little different, right, Tonya?
Absolutely. Parsco has made a lot of progress on building out the lot that will eventually be 26 homes.
When it's all said and done, 6 of the 26 homes will be designated for the city's housing incentive program. You can see behind us, several of the homes have already been built. Some have been sold and moved into. Parsco is now moving into the second phase of the project. This project started in 2011 when the City of Pensacola purchased the property using federal grant money. The city cleaned up the property and put out a request for proposal to develop it. Parsco won the bid and came up with 4 floor plans for the property. The homes start at $189,000, come with a 1-year warranty, and no HOA fees. To learn more, visit Parsco's website at gardendistrictcottages.com.
Pensacola has made Verizon's list of the 50 best cities to start a small business. The Go Verizon team collected data from nearly 300 cities across the country. They looked at population, education, travel time to work, income per capita, broadband access, loans per capita, and tax scores. Pensacola placed 17th overall.
Port of Pensacola had a very special visitor recently. Jimmy Buffett stopped by to meet with the American Magic team. This is a picture from the American Magic Instagram account. Jimmy Buffett is speaking with skipper Terry Hutchinson about the Mule, which is the team's test boat. The American Magic team is using the Port of Pensacola and Gulf Coast waters to train during the winter and spring months for the 36th America's Cup.
We will have another celebrity coming to the area soon. On May 9th, NASCAR driver Kyle Petty will be bringing his charity ride through Pensacola. Petty is leading nearly 250 participants on a nearly 3,700-mile route from Seattle to the Florida Keys to raise money for Victory Junction. Victory Junction is a camp dedicated to providing life-changing camping experiences for children with chronic or life-threatening illnesses. The ride is in honor of Petty's late son, Adam. Petty will be coming through Pensacola on May 9th and is expected to arrive at the Holiday Inn Resort on Pensacola Beach at 5:45 p.m.
Make sure to check your mail on May 11th. The National Association of Letter Carriers is hosting their annual Stamp Out Hunger food drive. This is their 27th year of holding the drive. All you have to do is leave a bag of non-perishable food items by your mailbox prior to regular mail delivery on Saturday, May 11th. The food benefits local food banks like Manna Food Pantries.
Well, we have a couple of upcoming events to tell you about. On May 10th, we will have an amazing performance from the Blue Anchor Bells at the Brownsville Community Center. The Blue Anchor Bells will bring their 3-part harmonies for a beloved World War II era style concert. This event is Bring Your Own Lunch, and it runs from 11 a.m. to noon. The show is for people ages 50 and up. Then on May 14th, we will host Sacred Heart Mission in Motion at the Gold Point Resource Center. Join us from 9 to 11:30 a.m. for health screenings to measure blood pressure, blood sugar, and total cholesterol. This event is also for people ages 50 and up. We hope to see you there.
That's all we have for you on this episode of Our City News Show. We thank you for watching, and we will see you next week.
Fridays are for the fish. Well, at least at Cobb Resource Center. Myra Williams is the director of the community center. When she's not working, she's fishing. And what she catches, she serves up. In this edition of City Spotlight, we introduce you to Fish Fry Fridays at the Cobb Resource Center.
Everybody loves fish. We've been doing this for a long time. Hi, I'm Myra. I'm the director of the Cobb Community Center for the city of Pensacola. 30 years. I fish so much, I catch so much fish. I was coming in breaking, I had to do something with it. So I started feeding the seniors and they love it. So now we start doing it every Friday. I fish 4 or 5 days a week. That's just my life. I've been in the boat in the bay here lately, the past 2 months. I used to give it to them in the bags, and then they started saying, "Can you cook it for me?" I say, "Okay." Then the city finally got me one of these and made it easy. All this time, I know just how they like it now. I already know how they like it. I can close my eyes and put it together now. It's been a long time. I've been doing it for a long time. White trout, redfish, and some days we do the tilapia like we're doing today. I had to cook about 25 pounds. There's a lot of seniors. Some of them live a long time, you know. There's a lot of them. Morning we have about 83 on Fridays. A lot of them seniors live by themselves. Some of them widows and stuff, and as long as they get full here, I don't have a problem. I love cooking. I cook everything all day long.
For more episodes of Our City Spotlight and news show, visit our YouTube channel. Search City of Pensacola. We'll be right back after this.
Natural gas homes are in demand. Here's what home builders have to say.
One of the major roles of us using the tankless water heaters and gas cooktops is because of trying to utilize energy efficient features in our homes. Without reservation, our owners that have moved into a home where we use this natural gas have always been happy that we've used this and very satisfied with the product.
Natural gas from Pensacola Energy, the clean, reliable, earth-friendly choice.
Cooking with natural gas is more controlled than using an electric range. But more importantly, they're less expensive to operate. Don't get burned with electric. Learn more at PensacolaEnergy.com.
We now turn to our green tip of the week. This week, we're focusing on laundry. Wash your clothes at low temperatures. Much of the energy used in laundry is expended on heating the water, so use a low temp to save energy. Also, line dry it. Tumble drying uses a lot of electricity. The city is looking for great people to be a part of our team. This week's featured job is for a city surveyor. The person who fills this job will be responsible for professional and technical work in the field of land surveying. Learn more and apply online at PensacolaCityJobs.com. Some food for thought for your Friday. In this episode of Coastal Cooking Quick Bites, host John Scanlon from Pensacola Energy shows us how to use natural gas to make swordfish with horseradish mustard sauce.
On this episode of Coastal Cooking Presents Quick Bites, we're having swordfish with horseradish mustard sauce. Stick around to find out how it's done.
Welcome to Coastal Cooking Quick Bites, brought to you by Pensacola Energy.
Hey, welcome to Coastal Cooking Presents Quick Bites. I'm your host, John Scanlon, and we have a very special show for you today. We're actually going to be featuring recipes from our Fiesta Seafood Cookbook. It's a taste of Pensacola. And we actually have the most unqualified chef on the show today, and that's me. So today I'll be making swordfish with horseradish mustard, and it's in the cookbook, it's 25 years of recipes from the Fiesta Seafood Grill at the Pensacola Seafood Festival. And there's a lot of recipes, and it goes from the simplistic to the complex, and this is probably the most simplistic you can get. So I'm going to start with, I have some swordfish. I got looks like 2.5 fillets or steaks. Then we have a half cup of horseradish, a half cup of Dijon mustard. We have some capers for the end. We have, and I'm going to be following the recipes, a juice of 2 lemons, a half cup of dry white wine, and a teaspoon of crushed red pepper. Like I said, this is a real easy recipe. All we're going to be doing is mixing our ingredients together. So we do have that half cup of Dijon, half cup of horseradish. And I'm pretty sure this is going to be a spicy meal just from that much horseradish, but it's stuff that I like. We got our lemon juice from 2 lemons, half cup of white wine, and we're going to be adding our teaspoon of crushed red pepper. Now we're just going to mix this up, get it nice and blended. Now that the marinade's mixed, we're just going to pour it over the swordfish. I'm going to toss them a few times, just get them coated on each side. Then we're going to throw them in the refrigerator for about an hour to chill. And that's it. All right, our swordfish has been marinating for a little over an hour in our horseradish mustard sauce. I did mention earlier that it was a half cup of horseradish and half a cup of Dijon mustard. It's 1 whole cup of each. So we have plenty of horseradish and Dijon mustard in here. And all that's left is we're going to cook these swordfish. Now, on the recipe it does call for grilled. Instead we're going to just cook it in a pan. All right, we're just going to cook that till each side's a little opaque. Then we'll flip it and we'll plate it up. Now this recipe is found in the Fiesta Seafood Cookbook, Taste of Pensacola. And it's 25 years of history from local restaurants. A lot of local chefs have put the recipes in it. 25 years worth from the Fiesta Seafood Grill at the Pensacola Seafood Festival. All these cookbooks are for sale. They're $15. And all of the proceeds go to the Escambia Utility Assistance Program, which helps the elderly pay the utility bills. You can give us a call at 850-436-5050 and order one today. Well, we do have a little smaller swordfish steak here, so I'm going to go ahead and flip it. The small one does look done. We're still cooking the 2 larger ones. Man, that looks incredible. It smells awesome too. All right, our little swordfish steak looks to be done. So I'm going to go ahead and set it over here. And then the big ones look like they're ready to be flipped. All right, another couple minutes and these should be ready to go. All right, it looks like our swordfish with horseradish mustard is done. And it looks flaky just how it should. Excellent. And again, this recipe is in the Fiesta Seafood Cookbook, A Taste of Pensacola. You can see how easy it is to follow along, just a few steps. You can impress your friends and your family. So the swordfish is done. Now we're going to add some capers to the top just to finish it. I'm a big fan of capers. Now it's complete. Excellent. Make sure to stay tuned to other Coastal Cooking Presents Quick Bites as we show more recipes from the cookbook.
This has been Coastal Cooking Quick Bites, brought to you by Pensacola Energy.
Before we go, a quick reminder, the mayor's next neighborhood cleanup day is May 18th. The covered area for this month's pickup is from North Davis Highway over to the waters of Bayou Tahar and from East Maxwell on the north to East Cervantes Street on the south. That's all we have for this episode of City Roundup. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you same place, same time next week.
This has been City Roundup with Saida Rosa. City Roundup is the City of Pensacola's one-stop shop for everything having to do with Pensacola. Join us again each Friday at 8 a.m. for more of City Roundup.